listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Who wants to hear the good news? The good news is I just decided to record a podcast. The reason that's good news is because when I opened the little cupboard where the microphone is, a cat, I'm pretty sure it was a cat that jumped out. I feel like a bad cat mom right now. Don't know when they got in there. And I assume they would have meowed eventually. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't a cat. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, pretty sure that was a cat. Okay. Hey, you know what? Some of you might be wondering, what's Jeanette been up to? Where are our new podcasts? I'll tell you where they are. They're in my head because I've been busy answering your emails instead. And then I decided, wait a minute. These do not have to be two separate activities. They can be one and the same. I can answer your questions and make a new podcast for you. Ta-da! So here we are. It's our first installation of Q&A time, where I'm just going to pull recent questions from my inbox from podcast listeners and offer my short and sweet answers, because that's how I roll, short and sweet. Okay, maybe not always very sweet, but you'd be short too if you had as many emails to answer in your inbox. Okay, so here we go. First question. I really like this question. Should I be doing something? That's what I titled it. That's not really what the question was. Here's how it goes. I've recently been having financial problems and I've been trying to manifest with ease, but my mind always tells me I need to do something for my manifestation to come to reality. But my heart and the rest of me says chill out. Instead of doing something, I always feel like just chilling and watching movies or doing something that makes me feel good. But I get anxiety that it won't just fall on your lap. Please help. What are your thoughts on this? Okay, I'll tell you my thoughts on this. It doesn't sound like your chilling out activity is really chilled out, since you are having anxiety that you need to be doing something. A lot of us fool ourselves. We think we're relaxing. We think we're taking it easy. But no, our gremlins are just having a heyday with us because we're so strongly programmed to believe we have to do something in order to get results that we can't actually expect results when we're not doing something. So if this were me, I would just do something to help me believe that the money's coming. I like reasons to believe, and if I have to take an action in order to do that, I will. I have studied enough conscious creation to know that my taking action could be a handful of really cool manifesting processes, but before I had that kind of faith and confidence in it, I'd probably do whatever else made me believe that the money would come. Because again, when you say that you're chilling out but having anxiety, that's not actually chilling out, and that doesn't work. If you could really, truly just relax about it, it would work out. What I'm hearing you say is you're not actually relaxing about it. Okay, I told you these are going to be short and sweet. Here's our next question. What to do about the haters? Oh, I love this. What do I do when I'm outnumbered by the negative Nellies in the world? It seems like just about the time, every time, the rainbow is going to appear after the storm, all the naysayers and haters come at me with a full frontal attack. Do you have a podcast that addresses this issue? You know what? I don't even know what I have podcasts on anymore. When I had like a dozen or a couple dozen, I maybe knew what I'd recorded. I don't know what's recorded anymore. And they're not organized very well. They're not tagged very well because I've searched sometimes. I don't know. Okay, so that's not really the answer to the question. Do I have a podcast that addresses this issue? I'm not sure. Okay, next question. Just joking. Okay, what to do about those haters? Oh, and the question goes on. It's happened too many times to ignore now. I've asked what to learn, how to grow. Any insights? Okay, yeah. First of all, I know that's not a fun experience. Full frontal attack from naysayers and haters. That's no one's idea of a good time. And I was a little reluctant to say this, but I actually think that this is maybe good practice in learning how to not care what other people think. You know how Abraham says it, how to not give a rip what others think. I love that idea of it. Practicing it, tricky, but boy, once we master it, freedom, it's ours. Because when their opinions matter, it makes us susceptible to wanting their approval more than wanting to honor our own inner guidance, our own true heart. So there's something really powerful in being able to let them have their opinions. You don't need them to agree with you or think differently. Let them have it. Let them think what they think and say what they say, but don't let it deter you. This is, again, good practice in how to be more true to yourself in the face of others who disagree. I would just say, Gina Gabellini, she gave us an interview at GVU earlier this year, and she was talking about how she handles contrary evidence to what she wants to manifest, and she just declares, irrelevant. Irrelevant. I wish you could hear it in her words, because I say it now to myself when I want to dismiss something, and that's probably what I would do here. Irrelevant. Again, it takes practice. I know it's easier said than done, but it's worth getting a good hang of. And I know some other LOA teachers would probably say that it's worth doing a couple of other things as well, but I really like this for the practice that it gives you for not giving a rip what others think. But others might say that if we see negativity in another, it's possibly a reflection of our own negative thoughts that we're projecting on someone else. So it's worth doing some inner reflection to see if there's any part of us that actually agrees with what they think, and then we can just clean up our own thinking. And I know some others would say that our story or our expectation, when it's happened a bunch of times, then we kind of have developed an expectation that the naysayers are coming for us. And that expectation, that story of it is what manifests it. So all you have to do there is just be willing to change your story in order to change the results that you get. And sometimes you got to tell a new story while you're still getting old results, but that's what the heart of conscious creation is. So, next question. Okay, how to eliminate doubt. Someone said, I love your podcast. Thank you. I came across a YouTube clip while I was researching LOA lottery winners. And I have blogged about that. I might not have podcasted on it. Okay, the man mentioned a formula, I'm going to summarize this. So my doubt, my desire is a 10. 10, strong desire, but my doubt is a -8. So if there were some doubt-reducing techniques, I'd love your take on those. I thought this was interesting, as doubt is common for a lot of people who have been taught that I will believe it when I see it. I agree. Doubt is something that a lot of conscious creators do struggle with. And let me see if there's anything else in this question. Any thoughts or techniques on doubt reduction would be a possible good podcast topic. I'd love to hear your opinion, as you have a gift for making LOA topics clear, and you seem to have slayed doubt. You know what? One thing, this is an aside, I never struggled with. Everyone asks, how did you, in the beginning, when you were first learning about conscious creation, how did you manage doubt? You know what? I never had any. About law of attraction, I never doubted whether it just like clicked for me. As soon as I ran across it, I was like, yes. I did doubt I was going to say I doubted my own abilities to manage my vibration. I didn't doubt my abilities. Sometimes it's easier than others. But I never wondered, is this really how the world works? It just made total sense to me instantly. I know other people, they have to warm up to it over time. That did not happen for me. It was just like, it clicked. Truth spoke. I never wondered after. Okay, but I get it. So say we want to manifest something and we have big doubts about it happening. How to eliminate that doubt? Here's my answer. Practice new thoughts. Because those doubts they're just thoughts that got a lot of airtime. And if we give new thoughts new airtime, we'll have new beliefs. Those new beliefs will overwrite those old doubts. So it's just practicing new thoughts. Take some patience. It's okay. It still works. Or another approach to this might be just forget about it and go do something that's easier and more fun. That investment of attention in something that you enjoy, that'll serve the other things that you've been wanting too. So that's Abraham's tip a lot of the times. Just take your mind off of it. Just go focus on something else that's working better for you. I get it. I feel skilled enough at this that I will go head on with something that I like it when I run across something that seems like a big stretch. It's kind of like a challenge. Like, how far can I take myself into believing something new? I say that now because I don't have that going on. But if I did, I'd probably be like, oh, girl, I hear you. But bottom line is, the answer is the same. Practice. Practice new thoughts. Okay, let's have this be our last question for this day. You want to give this person a big hug. So it was an email about, a challenging childhood and feeling like she was lucky to get out, and how to deal with survivor's guilt. So it says, I searched on your site to find an LOA approach. I'll keep the details out of this, but can you just feel me? I just want to give someone a big hug who's had a hard time and then feels unworthy of the relief they get from their hard time. Oh, okay. If for anyone, I hope no one else can relate to this, but I know some can. When it feels like you don't deserve the good things that are coming or that you're experiencing, there's just one thing for us to do, and that's to practice our worthiness. So, like, if you don't already have tailored affirmations or storylines that are designed to directly support your feeling of worthiness and deserving good things, then that's where I would go. Practice worthiness. There are a variety of ways to do that, but a lot of it's just in the self-talk that we engage. And really what we're doing is remembering the truth of who we are and what we deserve. So you're dropping old beliefs that aren't even remotely true of your unworthiness. That's not even remotely true. All of us are always worthy of everything good. So we're just training ourselves back into our inherent truth. And what else would I do? I just practice enjoying letting life be good to me. That's more worthiness work, but it just comes down to, that's what I would research, how to amp up feelings of worthiness. Again, practicing new thoughts, that's kind of the bottom line there. I don't know if this is going to be helpful for the Q&A. If anyone thinks this is terrible, tell me to stop. In the meantime, I kind of like the idea of getting through emails this way. So thanks for listening, everyone, and hope you got some sort of inspiration here, and happy manifesting.